out here for something big.
Yes.
I'm dropping this interview today. So tomorrow,
Yes.
big comedy show. And I
Yes.
just want y'all to know, traditionally, Tuesday nights used to be the urban comedy nights here in South Florida.
that's dope.
Yeah.
For many, many years. Marvin Dixon at Studio 183.
Dope.
Then it moved over to the Improv, where it used to be in Coconut Grove.
Okay.
They used to have Tuesday nights. So I'm excited about it, and I think it's really dope that y'all are actually doing it on a Tuesday night, because it kind of has a connection there. But you're doing that Dead Ass Comedy Show. Please talk to us about it.
Yes, Dead Ass, a comedy show, hosted by me. Really a brainchild that we came up with in New York. We just I tell story time after time. There was just really a void for black comedy in New York City, especially amongst the institutions. So us, me, Kaz, our other partners, Tiffany and Spank, we realized like, yo, there's a void. And one thing specifically me and Kaz do is disrupt. We've disrupt spaces. Kaz is an artist, and that's how I met him. Running around, just me and him being a fan of him as an artist, and then watching how he. One thing about Kaz is he takes his artistry and then places it other ways to kind of like facilitate avenue for other people's talent.
Sure.
Okay.
So with him being my like a real brother, like we've really been friends for this long. It was an easy go of like, yo, listen, I want to create a cultural night for comedy, like a night where our comedians could show up, be their full unabashed selves, tell the jokes they want to tell, and really learn to work that crowd and work that audience while creating a space for an audience who's never been to a live comedy show as well.
So where would you traditionally do these? Because that's probably one of the most difficult parts.
So the cool thing about that is SOBs. SOBs.
yeah.
So in New York,
Yeah.
Sounds of Brazil, everybody knows 224 Varick Street. Everybody has performed there. And they never had a comedy night. They never had a comedy show there. And it was like full circle for me, because as a host, coming up, I'm just like, I would be asked, yo, Kaz, let me host one of your shows.
SOBs is definitely like my living room.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Did like a lot of legendary shows there. Actually rocked out with Nipsey Hussle there.
Yep.
Was excited that he called me and said, yo, bro, I got an idea. And we just kind of executed that way. But even with the optics of how it looks, like that being a pivotal space for hip hop, and being able to combine the hip-hop culture with the comedy culture. You know what I mean? So when you come to a dead-ass show, especially at SOBs, we're going to change that over here in Miami too. Man, like everybody come out fly. It's a lot of beautiful ladies. It's all the get money homies. You know what I mean? So while you actually are laughing, you really enjoying like the essence of what the town is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we do a really good job of that for sure.
I think we kind of strip away, intentionally as well. Like it's organic, but it's also intentional. We strip away all the industry politics of comedy, right? Like, I know for me, I realized I was funny being in the lunchrooms and being in the barbershop, right? Like you grow up in the barbershop, you realize as a youngin', you don't really get to be funny and tell the jokes or be you until you earn your voice.
Right.
Which has always been a big thing in my career as a media personality, as an interviewer, as a comic. You have to earn your voice.
100%.
And so doing that in the lunchroom, doing that in the barbershop, now it's, we kind of give that feeling in at Dead Ass. You come to Dead Ass and it's like, yo, you not performing. You amongst your peers.
Right.
Like this audience, these are the people you would see.
That's real.
These are the people that are buying your tickets. These are the people that you are running into every day in your neighborhood. You get to make them laugh.
Right.
So it's like, as a comic, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna perform, but you're really not performing.
Right.
You get to be you and really allow these people to embrace you.
Yeah, we want to say it's like a family for sure. Like when you show up, you might get a couple of regulars. Everybody's a cousin, so Mouse always says like, we gonna talk about you in the group chat. We ain't gonna talk about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the element that we really in. We got a lot of things to be sad about, depressed about. It's a lot that's going on in the world, right? And now we got a space where we can all laugh together at the things that we going through.
So with having so much success with Dead Ass, in New York,
Yep.
what made you feel like, we're going to take this on the road, and Miami is one of our places that we're going to take it to? How'd that happen?
I'm going to be real. Yo, this is my brother to every extent of the word. You know what I mean? And he has like a really good vision. You know what I mean? So it's not always clear to everybody else. You know what I mean? It's not, You know what I mean? Like that's family. You know what I mean? So stick beside them. That's what they say.
Yeah, I be having really good ideas.
Yeah.
I don't know how to articulate them
At 2 in the morning. You know what I mean?
Right.
And like even when we first did our New York show, he had already, look, I want to go to these exact places. I want to be able to expand. I want to be able to like really take over the market. Honestly, I love the fact that he did bring me in on this, is because Deadass to me is like an artist. So it's like, yeah, like it's great to have a hit song in New York and we could just stay in New York. That's great. But like we would really do some damage if we are able to expand. You know what I mean?
And that's really how I feel about it. Like the way he just described it just now is exactly how I feel about it. Like I know everybody wants a national hit. Everybody wants this one big hit that everybody's taking. But I would much rather, let me get a regional hit here. So we hitting in New York.
Yeah.
Let's come down to Miami. Let's learn that. Let's show them like, hey, we're not here bringing a New York show to Miami. No. We're bringing Deadass to Miami. So Deadass Miami is going to look completely different from Deadass that happens in New York. And Deadass that may happen in Indiana. It's going to be completely different because we're coming immersing ourselves in y'all culture in order to entertain y'all tonight.
Right.
And
I'm
Nick
glad that you
Front.
even said that Tuesday was a big deal for comedy.
We didn't even know that.
Because we didn't know that. Like, you know what I mean? So even to do something to kind of carry on tradition, I know we're not from Miami, but as a whole, like we would love to be able to just add to what is already going on. Yeah, like if we could.
Because that's the
figure out
whole
what that
point.
looks
Like with Deadass, it's it's an ode to, for at least for me, it's an ode to Fat Tuesdays that Guy Tori did for 15 years in LA. It's an ode to Crack 'em Up Thursday, what Miss Nichelle Murdoch is doing in LA. It's an ode to Monday Ray's, D Ray's Monday show. It's an ode to Def Comedy Jam, right? And we always say that, and I think none of the team ever shies away from just how much Def Comedy Jam influences what we do with Deadass, right? Like, because that was a punch in the mouth, and there's no comedy hasn't been punched in a while, so let's punch it in the mouth again with us, right? Here's a spade. Def Comedy Jam. It allowed what Bob Sumner did and Russell did and Martin and Joe Torre and Adele Givens and just that entire energy, the opportunities it gave to comics, the opportunity it gave to audiences to see comics, it's huge. It's huge. So we just want to make sure, when people in 10 years, when people do a documentary on black comedy, they mention Deadass, a comedy show.
Deadass.
No, 100%.
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly.
For real.
Nah, there we go.
All right, so let everybody know what to expect. We know it's Tuesday, for sure. Miami Improv in Doral.
Yep.
Yes, for sure. Anything else they need to know?
8 p.m. Get your tickets if you haven't already. We got Fat and Funny, Nick Souffrant. I'm bringing Isaiah Kelly from New York City. He's riding with us. Joking Brady from Louisiana. So you're gonna get, not even to be no pun intended, you're gonna get a gumbo of comedy. I'm hosting all night. You're gonna have a great. I assure you, you're gonna have a great great freaking time. Okay, you're gonna have a great friggin' time.
He meant that.
Dead ass.
Right.
But yeah, man, that's really, like I said, I can't emphasize enough, we're not trying to bring a New York show here. We're just doing a show that started in New York, we're doing it in Miami, and we're planting our roots here. And Tuesday.
You made that clear. You made that obvious with your lineup.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Because Ridiculous Nick Souffrant, and Fat and Funny are some of our home team favorites. So you guys have made that absolutely clear.
Got you.
And then we got the hybrid, right? Like me and many others in South Florida. There's a lot of New Yorkers down